Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bachelorette Sam McKinney reveals tragic accident. Bachelorette alum Sam McKinney is opening up to fans about a tragic accident that changed everything. He feels fortunate to have survived it all, and his story is something else. Keep reading to find out what Sam shared. Sam McKinney reveals life-changing accident. Bachelorette Sam McKinney is opening up about an accident that changed his life. He went to Instagram to share his story. He even shared a video from the hospital after the accident. According to his story, Sam said, "A year ago today my life changed. To this exact date, I had a guy pull out in front of me while doing about 55 miles per hour, which sent me flying over the top of his car onto the asphalt. No helmet on, no real protective gear, and I walked away with no visible injuries. But internally, I was tore up." Sam also thanked the physical therapy team that helped him during his recovery process. He thanked them all by name, then added, "I went from being unable to lift 25 volts to completely back to normal. They helped me get back to everyday life and the things I enjoy most, like work and the gym. Forever indebted to y'all, God is so good." He shared photos along with the video of himself with his therapists. Sam also shared a photo of his motorcycle that looked destroyed. Fans first met Sam during Gen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. He was public enemy number one until demonstrators' past surfaced after the final. Now, fans seem to be cooling off, and many see that perhaps Sam isn't all that bad. Fans react to Sam's post. Sam McKinney received tons of support from fans on his post. A fellow Bachelorette alum, Thomas, said, "A good friend told me he works in mysterious ways." Fans chimed in, letting Sam know about similar experiences they endured. Others said they are very glad he's okay now. Still, other fans told him they hope that he uses protective gear now if he still rides. Most agreed that he had angels watching over him that day. Sam may have recovered physically from the accident. However, he's still trying to recover his reputation after the show left him looking really bad. The lights had always shone brightly on Sam McKinney, the vivacious, magnetic bachelorette who captivated the hearts of millions with her smile and fiery personality. Her season had been one of the most talked about in years. Dramatic love triangles, late-night confessions, and tearful eliminations had made for must-watch television. But behind the scenes, something darker was brewing, a secret that McKinney would only reveal much later in an emotional interview that left fans reeling. The accident that changed her life forever. A rising star. Before Sam McKinney became America's favorite bachelorette, she was an aspiring entrepreneur with a keen eye for business and an easy charm. Born and raised in San Diego, she'd always been the girl next door with big dreams. After launching a successful skincare line in her mid-20s, her ambition and natural charisma quickly brought her into the public eye. Producers from The Bachelorette noticed her growing popularity on social media. Sam had it all: beauty, brains, and a heart that seemed open to finding true love. The casting call came, and before she knew it, Sam was the face of the new season. Little did she know, that path would lead her into not just the world of reality TV, but also into a whirlwind of unforeseen challenges. The perfect season. Sam's season quickly became a favorite among fans. She had a knack for being both relatable and glamorous, often opening up in vulnerable moments that drew viewers in. Her laugh was infectious, and her sincerity stood out in a genre often critiqued for being overly polished or staged. Her connection with the contestants was palpable, especially with two frontrunners, Jake and Tyler, who seemed locked in a fierce competition for her heart. As the weeks progressed, Sam faced emotional ups and downs, but always seemed to bounce back. What no one knew was that just before filming wrapped, tragedy struck. The accident. It was a seemingly ordinary day when Sam received the call that would change her life forever. It was her younger brother, Max, on the other end. Max, just 24, was her confidant, her best friend, and someone who had been by her side through thick and thin. He was in a car accident. At the time, Sam was filming one of the final dates for the show, a picturesque getaway with Tyler in a remote location. With no cell service, Sam didn't receive the news until hours later when she returned to the production site. The details were horrifying. Max had been driving home after a late night out with friends when a drunk driver ran a red light and plowed into his car. His injuries were severe, and doctors were unsure if he would survive. "I felt like the world stopped," Sam later recounted in her heart-wrenching interview. "I couldn't breathe. All I could think was, why wasn't I there? Why didn't I know sooner?" A shattered heart. The show's producers were supportive, allowing Sam to take time off to fly back home to be with her family. But returning to the real world felt surreal. As she sat by Max's hospital bed, she was plagued with guilt. Here she was, chasing love on a reality show, while her brother, her rock, was fighting for his life. In the days following the accident, Sam's world turned upside down. Max remained in critical condition, and for weeks it was touch and go. During this time, she struggled to keep up with the demands of the show, feeling torn between fulfilling her contract and being there for her family. When she returned to finish the final few episodes, her heart wasn't truly in it. "I was smiling for the cameras, but inside, I was broken," she revealed. "I knew I had to finish what I started, but it was the hardest thing I've ever done." The final rose. The finale aired months later, and viewers saw Sam make her final choice. In an emotional ceremony, she chose Jake, a charming and genuine man who had captured her heart. But even as the two embraced, there was an undeniable heaviness to the moment. Something was different. Rumors swirled in the tabloids about a behind-the-scenes tragedy, but nothing had been confirmed until Sam herself chose to address it publicly. Sitting down with a leading talk show host in a highly anticipated tell-all, she finally revealed the full story. "My brother was in a coma while I was filming the final episodes," she said, fighting back tears. "I was standing there, handing out roses, and all I could think about was whether he would wake up." Max eventually did wake up, but his recovery was long and arduous. The accident left him with lasting injuries that changed the trajectory of his life, and Sam had to reconcile her joy of finding love with the pain of nearly losing her brother. Life after the show. In the months that followed, Sam's relationship with Jake faced the same trials as any post-Bachelorette couple. The added stress of her family situation, however, made it even harder. She later revealed that while they tried to make it work, they ultimately parted ways, realizing that their connection wasn't strong enough to withstand the emotional toll. "I don't regret going on the show," Sam said in a reflective interview a year after the accident. "But it made me realize how fragile life is. I've learned that love isn't just about finding someone to stand beside you when everything is perfect. It's about who stays when the world falls apart." A new chapter. Today, Sam McKinney has turned her focus inward. She spends much of her time advocating for victims of drunk driving, speaking at events, and working with organizations dedicated to raising awareness. Her skincare line continues to thrive, but it's clear that Sam's mission has shifted. She wants to make a difference, to turn her pain into purpose. As for her personal life, she's taking things slow. While the world may always know her as the Bachelorette, Sam is content with finding love on her terms, in her own time. And as she moves forward, one thing is certain: she's a survivor, stronger and more resilient than ever before. In the end, Sam McKinney's journey wasn't just about handing out roses. It was about learning to heal, to love, and to embrace the unexpected turns that life throws at you. And in that, she found her true strength.